This video is powered by BetUS. Caleb Williams talked about his choice for the Bears' next head coach. A lot of people are overreacting to Caleb's appearance on the St. Brown Brothers podcast. If you missed it, Caleb joined Amon Ra and Equanimous St. Brown for a podcast appearance and talked about several things. Among them was a prank that happened this week where some kids got Caleb's number and pretended to be Ben Johnson. They texted Caleb and told him they got the job. Caleb fell for it and thought Ben Johnson was going to be our next head coach and was actually fired up about it, making it seem like Caleb would prefer Ben Johnson. But that's not the only candidate Caleb likes. And when he was asked about it again on the podcast, he did mention someone like you have over in Detroit. Again, making it clear that he at least likes the thought of having Ben Johnson be our next head coach. This is interesting and something I wanted to talk about. Making it even more interesting, though, is that Ben Johnson is currently the odds on favorite to be the Bears' next head coach. BetUS has him at minus 250 odds and the clear front runner early on. Check out BetUS for all your NFL, playoff, and off-season betting needs. You can check out the casino for even more fun and claim a 200% sign-up bonus. Thanks to BetUS for sponsoring today's video. So while I don't necessarily think Caleb should have a ton of input on this head coaching search, his relationship with whoever we hire is incredibly important. Right now, the front runner is Ben Johnson. I think Mike McCarthy, Cliff Kingsbury, Joe Brady, Todd Monken, and maybe even Aaron Glenn are also on the short list. Based on what I've heard from others, I think I'm a bit higher on Cliff Kingsbury than most people are, and I also think Aaron Glenn is my favorite out of the defensive candidates. And then Joe Brady and Todd Monken are both high on my list as well. I really like Joe Brady. When it comes to Mike McCarthy, I've talked about it a bit. He's not my favorite choice, but he would be better than any coach we've had since Lovie Smith. And he's an offensive guy. So while he's not my top choice, I could still get behind it. And remember, McCarthy's biggest issue has been losing in the playoffs. The Bears have won just one playoff game since we went to the Super Bowl in 2006. We're going on 20 years with just one playoff victory, so the bar here is pretty low. But that's why I also do not want to settle. I want the best candidate. So if you ask me right now, my top two choices would probably be Ben Johnson and Cliff Kingsbury, but I have Joe Brady up there as well. There are some other names I haven't talked about, but that is coming soon. Thanks again to BetUS for sponsoring this video. Just wanted to quickly update you guys. I appreciate everyone who watches. Please remember to hit that like button for me. Stay tuned. And until next time, bear down.